What's better than one turbocharged dual overhead cam 4-cylinder Volkswagen? How about two of them? This is a 2002 Volkswagen Beetle. The Mark IV Volkswagen Jetta, Golf, and Beetle all use the same platform, so there's a lot of cool aftermarket stuff for these cars. That being said, this vehicle is equipped with the 1.8 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder 20-valve engine. That's 5 valves per cylinder, which is a little bit weird, but these engines are great for tuning. This vehicle is equipped with these really cool 5-spoke color-matched wheels. These are factory. They're missing the center caps. But yeah, these are color-matched to the color of the body. This color is called Tri-Red. But yeah, these wheels are really cool and sought after in the Mark IV Volkswagen community. These little red inserts actually come out. There's two Allen bolts that hold them in. And these are 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Moving on to the back of the car, it's of course a hatchback, but something interesting is there's no actual physical handle to release the hood back latch. So you actually have to use the key fob or from inside the car. You can see now we can open up the hatch. And there's actually plenty of room back here for storing things. Something else very interesting about the back of this car is the active arrow. At 45 miles per hour, or there's a little button under the dash, there's a little spoiler that pops up in the back. Isn't that cool? Moving on to the inside of the car, it has this pretty minimalist leather-wrapped steering wheel. Of course, this vehicle is equipped with the optional 5-speed manual transmission because, you know, if you're going to build like a cool car, it's got to have a manual transmission in it. Something very unique to the Beetle is this little flower cup that you can put either real or fake flowers. This one currently has fake flowers in it. But yeah, this is very unique to the Beetle. This is an homage to the old Beetles. The inside too also has this pretty interesting color-matched trim on top of the doors and in the back seats. Something also that's a little bit strange about this is the instrument cluster. You have your big speedometer, your very small and almost useless tach, and then your fuel level. I don't particularly like this instrument cluster. But I mean, it's once again an homage to the old Beetles of like the 60s. Something interesting about this vehicle is it has the winter package, which gives you leather seats and actually heated seats, which I'll be honest, I didn't know you could get heated seats in 2002. But yeah, overall, it looks like a small car from the outside, especially being a coupe. But there's actually, it's pretty roomy in here. Like, I have plenty of room to, you know, drive the car. The only issue is in the back. There's not a ton of headroom if you're pretty tall. Alright, so first things first about the car, it has a pretty bad exhaust leak, and the exhaust kind of rattles around, and it really takes away from the driving experience. But something I can tell you, for what this thing is, it's pretty quick. This engine code makes right around 150 horsepower, which isn't the best, but it's actually very, very similar, if not the same, to the Beetle Turbo S. From what I could tell, it's just an appearance package, and the engine tuning is different on the computer. But once you go aftermarket, that means pretty much nothing. Visibility in this thing is pretty good. You can see all the way around you without any issues. And I mean, it gets up and go. Oh, did you hear at 45 miles an hour, that active arrow, the spoiler in the back, it pops up at 45 miles an hour. On some cars and other cars, it pops up at 93 miles an hour. But this one in particular pops up at 45. first I was a little confused as to what the noise was, because it sounds kind of like a rear windshield wiper going off, but this car of course has no rear windshield wiper, so I was a little bit confused. And then I did some looking, and just by happenstance I found a video on how to put it up, the manual override, the little switch under the dashboard, on how to put it up, and I was like, wow, it's pretty incredible. Not many cars have that, especially, you wouldn't expect that on a Beetle. Rev matches nicely. The point of the spoiler is, of course, to generate more downforce. And I guess just the aerodynamics of this car, it generates a lot of lift in the back at high speeds. So it's good that they added that. And these cars don't look particularly the best with spoilers, so I appreciate that it doesn't have a big wing on the back, and it just has the little subtle pop-up thing that's only there when you need it. But for what this car is, it's actually pretty fun. It puts the same smile on my face that my Miata does. It's just a small, cute, fun car that's kind of quick. But right now, this thing isn't winning any races. It needs some mods done to it. But the awesome thing about this platform is just about anything that fits on a Mark IV Jetta or Mark IV GTI, it'll fit on this. But yeah, that is my 2002 Volkswagen new Beetle. You can see it's not perfect. Clear coat's chipping off. There's a couple little issues, but I plan on making this thing a sleeper. I have some pretty big plans for this because it is basically a Mark IV GTI, but in sheep's clothing. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and drop a comment what you think we should do with this thing. But until then, I will see you all next time.